guys, welcome back to Camille's Corner. So, y'all, I want to talk about what is happening with Chloe Bailey right now. And this is a topic that is really interesting to me because I am obsessed with Chloe and Halle. Now, if you don't know who they are two young women and they're a singing duo. And they started on YouTube doing covers and stuff, but then they were discovered by Beyonce of all people, and now they're blowing up. So, y'all, I used to watch their stuff from way before they blew up. I was always like amazed with their voices, especially Halle, because she has like this really angelic kind of voice. And I don't think it compares to any other singer out right now. Anyway, so Halle is 20 years old and Chloe is 22. And ever since they came out, they've been like a package deal. They act on the same show together, they sing together. You rarely ever see them doing anything apart from each other. And up until recently, they even shared an Instagram page called Chloe and Halle. So we've gotten used to seeing them together, and it's like two people sharing one identity. But then y'all, Chloe started to show out a little bit, and people noticed, like in their recent performances, Chloe's doing the most, okay? She's being very sexual with her dancing, her outfits, everything. And Halle still has like this innocent image. She seems to be the quieter one, she's more reserved, but Chloe has really been feeling herself lately, okay? So they recently got separate Instagram pages, and that's where you really kind of see the differences in their personalities. Because Hallie's on her page posting videos of herself singing and playing the guitar and stuff, and Chloe has been posting a lot of sexy content. That's the only way to describe it, okay? So Chloe did the Busset challenge that was trending some days ago, and y'all, she won, okay? Chloe won the whole challenge. She went viral for that, and people really started to see her in a different light. And then she posted a clip of herself doing this sensual, sexy kind of dance. And she's been posting photos that really show off her body. And it's making some people uncomfortable because, like, we've watched these girls grow up, and it is kind of weird seeing them change from innocent children into these sexual adults. But y'all, some people aren't taking it very well at all. I mean, the majority of comments I've seen have been positive, like people supporting Chloe and giving her props on her body and stuff, because y'all, that girl's body was crafted by the gods, okay? Chloe Bailey is fine as hell. But y'all, some people are really offended that she's posting these kinds of things. And I mean, I understand that some people who watch them grow up from like singing on YouTube and having like this innocent image, it is kind of hard for them to accept that they're grown women now and they want to be sexy and they want to express themselves. So some people have been complaining that Chloe's doing too much and she's becoming an Instagram thought and just stuff like that. And y'all, her recent video where she's dancing in her room in her underwear, it really sent those people over the edge. Okay, so a lot of people started dragging her and they were saying stuff like, they thought she was different and kids look up to her, so she should carry herself in a better way and stop trying to be an Instagram thought and just all kinds of mean stuff. So it all ended with Chloe going live to address all of the criticism, and she ended up breaking down crying. So I will play a little bit of what she said before I give my opinion on all of it.
And I know, like, when we started our Instagrams, Marseille, hey girl, when we started our Instagrams, it was like something new and different for you guys. And you kind of get to see like the different sides of sister and I. You see how we're the same and you see how we're different. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it, because our synergy is really out of this world, because you have two completely different individuals and you come together and you're like this. So a lot of times you see what Halle and I are together. So now you kind of get like a bit of insight on who I am as a person. And there's been like a lot of talk and stuff about my Instagram and like my dance videos and stuff. And the funny thing is, the dancing one I did like with the blue light and everything, I did that like 6 months ago. I just shot it in my room because I really, really love to dance. And I feel like it's just I feel so confident when I get to tap into the sexier side of me, because all the people who know me personally, I'm really like such a nerd, and I'm really to myself, and I'm really, really shy. So it is like, it's honestly, it's taken a lot for me to show the world who I kind of like really am inside. So that was taken like 6 months ago. And then the one that was posted yesterday, I shot that almost a year and 7 months ago when I was like in North Carolina for a movie. So the thing is, you guys just get to kind of see who I really am as a person. And I'm really grateful for you all's support and love, because it just wouldn't be right of me to show an image of me that I'm not, like a made up, clean cut image of me that I'm just not. I'm just inside, I'm such a nerd, and I'm not worldly at all. Like, ask anyone who knows me, they think I'm like 50 years old in the head. But when I perform and when I make music and when I dance, that's when I get to tap into the sexier side of myself. And that's where I find my confidence. I'm not gonna cry this time, because y'all know I be crying. So it really means a lot to me when I can finally get to a place where I share who I really am. And I've been like really insecure for a long time. And I'm finally like at that place where I have self-confidence. I'm not gonna cry. And I'm really happy that I get to share that with you all. And I think it's so important and so special when a Black woman can be strong and stand in her power in every single way. You know, I do it musically, with my songwriting, with my producing. I feel so badass. And I get the same feeling when I dance in my room, when I just own who I am and my body. And for so long, I used to think I was like fat, and like I used to hate my stretch marks and my cellulite. I'm not gonna cry. But it's like now I really love who I am. And I don't post what I post for validation from anybody or even male attention. It's just me. And a lot of people who know, like, who's on my like private Instagram, they see like that's how I find my confidence, because it has taken me a lot to appreciate myself and my body. There's been so many times where I felt I wasn't pretty enough, where I have a lot of issues with my weight. So it's a pivotal time for me. I'm just now learning at like 22, almost 23, that it's okay to be all that you are and to stand in that power. And I think that's why I'm so appreciative of all of you who've been supporting me. And I'm not going to change who I am. If I did, I would be a catfish, and you all wouldn't see the real me that my family sees, that Hallie knows. It's not a shock to her, because she knows like I'm like this all the time. And most of the stuff on my page anyways are like months and months old. But I love you all so much that I want to invite you in and bring you all in and show you who I really, really, truly am. I'm such a nerd inside, but on the outside I love to like just, even when I dance, I just feel really sexy and confident. That's where I get my confidence from. Ever since I was like a little girl, since I was 4, I'd be shaking my butt in front of the TV watching my idol Beyonce. So it's just always been it's just always been a part of me. And I think you all are just now seeing it. And a lot of you all who have been showing support, it means so, so, so much. And I think for every woman out there, don't change who you are to make society feel comfortable. And I'm telling myself that's not what I'm going to do. And even when I posted the video yesterday, I was posting it because I was saging and doing Palo Santo, and I was like, let's spread positive vibes. I didn't even really notice you all would talk about my ass, because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just walking in for 1 second, 2 seconds, you know? And I feel like I've shown my ass more than I have with that. Like, if you look at our performance videos, the last performance we had in December, like, I was just so excited and on stage and just being myself. So I don't know. I just felt it was important to address it so you guys get to kind of get to know who I am more inside. And it's really hard for me to think of myself as a sexual being or an attractive being, quite frankly. So when I see all the uproar about my posts and stuff, I'm a bit confused. Like, I really don't understand because I've never seen myself in that way or in that light. So I take it as a huge compliment that you all even think of me as a sexual, sexy being. And, you know, it's never, I don't post what I post for people to, I don't post what I post for to get attention. I don't need that. I am a very spiritual person, and I feel like during quarantine, I got really close to God. So even in the lowest moments when I felt like people weren't seeing me, when people weren't paying attention to me, God was. And I've learned I don't need outside attention. So you all seeing what I'm posting is just me being me. And yeah, I just hope you can just see who I am, and that's it.
So that's what Chloe had to say about it. She said, she was not comfortable in her own skin for a long time. She always felt like she was fat and she just didn't love her body. And y'all, I honestly don't get that because Chloe Bailey is fine as hell. I don't see a single flaw on this woman. So it always amazes me that good looking people never think they're good looking, okay? But she's gorgeous. And, it shocked me that she said for a long time she didn't really feel like she was. But now that she has more confidence, it's showing. And y'all, if I had a body like hers, I would be dancing on the internet in my underwear too, okay? I'm just saying. But seriously, I think the issue is people can't get that image of her as a child out of their heads, okay? They still see her as this little girl who is doing covers on YouTube. But the reality is she's not. She's a grown woman. And if this is how she chooses to express herself, y'all need to let that woman live, okay? Because you can't force people to be who you want them to be. And this is why so many child actors and child stars end up messed up, because it's like people expect them to be a certain kind of way forever because their children watch them on TV and look up to them. So they want these people to stay in that box. But these are people. They have their own lives to live. They want to experience things, so just leave them alone to do that. And y'all, if you're worried that your child might be influenced by what Chloe Bailey is doing online, well, then maybe you need to have a conversation with your child. I never get people blaming celebrities for influencing their children because you're the parent. Okay, I'm a parent and I can tell you, I can't stop my children from seeing everything online. There will be times when I'm not there to monitor what they're watching or listening to, and nobody can. Okay, children will be exposed to a lot of things. But if you're doing your job as a parent, they will know the difference between entertainment and reality, okay? Not just because a rapper raps about gangs and drugs and stuff and your child hears it, they're gonna go join a gang and do drugs. Because you would have taught them the right values, so no celebrity, whether it's Chloe Bailey or whoever else, nobody should be able to influence them to do anything if you're doing your job as a parent. And I mean, Chloe said this is just who she is, but I feel like, she just doesn't want to be boxed in because Chloe and Halle, they did do a lot of children content before. They sang the theme song for A Wrinkle in Time. Halle is starring in the Little Mermaid live action movie coming up. So for a while, it did seem like they were geared towards a younger audience. But y'all, so was Miley Cyrus at one point, okay? But as people grow, they want to appeal to a more adult audience. Nobody wants to be boxed in making children content forever. Unless you're Jojo Siwa. Y'all, Jojo Siwa is 17, but in a few years, as she grows, she might want to show out too. You never know. And people would crucify her for it because she's already boxed into that. It's like once you get into that box, it is very hard to come out. But these are people. They have their own personalities, and at the end of the day, y'all just need to let these people live their lives, okay? Anyway, the point I'm making is nobody cares about the image that you have in your head of what Chloe Bailey should be, okay? She is whoever she wants to be. She's young, and right now she wants to be a sexy 22-year-old, so let her do that. And to be honest, I think there are worse things that she could be doing. Okay, these girls are so unproblematic. You've never heard of them involved in stuff like doing drugs or beefs or anything like that. They are literally so unproblematic. So people really need to just leave them alone and not tear them down like they do every other celebrity. I mean, some celebrities do deserve a lot of backlash, but y'all are literally bashing this girl for dancing and just feeling herself. I don't care. Like I said, if I had her body, I would be feeling myself too. Okay, I would be feeling myself all over this internet. And y'all, it's really sad to see like the industry is already turning on these girls. Because when they were on YouTube, when they were just starting out, people loved them. But now that they've made it and they're successful, it's like people want to tear them right back down again. It's really a pattern, okay? People love you when you're on their level, but when you begin to grow, they find all kinds of ways to bring you right back down. But anyway, I do think Chloe should be a little careful because even though she might not want to be boxed in as somebody who makes music for a young audience, you still don't want your behavior to distract from your music. And I feel like it has a little bit, okay? Because every time I've seen Chloe trending recently, it's because she made a sexy post. So it's like more people are talking about her body and her sexy posts and stuff than they're talking about her music. And when I tell y'all I am such a fan of these girls, I don't want to see this stuff overshadowing their music. I remember when they had the Verizon performance, all everybody was talking about was Chloe twerking and dancing and stuff. And the conversation was not about the actual performance and their talent. So that's the only thing I feel like she needs to be careful about. Like, be yourself, enjoy yourself, feel yourself, and to hell with who don't like it. But at the same time, don't let it overshadow your talent. Anyway, y'all, that's my thoughts on this whole thing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bye, guys, and thanks for watching.